My girlfriend was acting strange about my friend's sudden marriage. I did some digging and found the registry. The groom was indeed my friend, but the bride was her. I showed up to the ceremony just in time to object with printed screenshots of her texts to me. I, 29 male, am still trying to wrap my head around what I discovered 3 days ago. My brain keeps telling me this can't be real, but the evidence is sitting in a folder on my laptop, mocking me. Been with my girlfriend, 27, for 4 years. Living together for 2. We've talked marriage, kids, the whole thing. I thought we were solid. Not perfect, but solid. She works in event planning, I'm in IT. We split bills 50-50, have date nights, the usual. About 6 weeks ago, she started acting weird. Not distant exactly, just distracted. On her phone more. Taking calls in the other room. When I'd ask what's up, she'd say work was crazy. Event season, lots of weddings. Made sense. Then my friend, 31, let's call him my buddy from college, mentioned he was getting married. Out of nowhere. We'd been grabbing beers every few weeks for years. He'd been single as far as I knew. Suddenly he's engaged and the wedding's in 3 weeks. Dude, when did you even start dating someone? He got weird. It's complicated. Been keeping it low-key. You'll meet her at the wedding. Am I invited? Yeah, of course. Invitation's coming. Never came. My girlfriend was acting strange about my friend's sudden marriage. I did some digging and found the registry. The groom was indeed my friend, but the bride was her. I showed up to the ceremony just in time to object with printed screenshots of her texts to me. I, 29 male, am still trying to wrap my head around what I discovered 3 days ago. My brain keeps telling me this can't be real, but the evidence is sitting in a folder on my laptop, mocking me. Been with my girlfriend, 27, for 4 years. Living together for 2. We've talked marriage, kids, the whole thing. I thought we were solid. Not perfect, but solid. She works in event planning, I'm in IT. We split bills 50-50, have date nights, the usual. About 6 weeks ago, she started acting weird. Not distant exactly, just distracted. On her phone more. Taking calls in the other room. When I'd ask what's up, she'd say work was crazy. Event season, lots of weddings. Made sense. Then my friend, 31, let's call him my buddy from college, mentioned he was getting married. Out of nowhere. We'd been grabbing beers every few weeks for years. He'd been single as far as I knew. Suddenly he's engaged and the wedding's in 3 weeks. Dude, when did you even start dating someone? He got weird. It's complicated. Been keeping it low-key. You'll meet her at the wedding. Am I invited? Yeah, of course. Invitation's coming. Never came. My girlfriend heard me on the phone with him. Got real quiet. Then, oh, I forgot to mention, I'm working that wedding. Same day. Small world, right? Something felt off. Really off. I let it go for a week. Then the weirdness ramped up. She'd get texts and smile at her phone in this way she used to smile at me. Started going to the gym at weird hours. Bought new lingerie and said it was for me, but never wore it. 2 weeks ago, I asked about the wedding she was working. Where's the venue? She blanked for a second. That boutique place downtown, near the river. Which one? You wouldn't know it. It's new. But I work in IT. And she left her laptop open one night while she showered. Wasn't snooping, just walked past and saw an email notification. Wedding registry, final changes approved. My stomach dropped. Opened it before I could think. It was one of those registry sites. Clicked the link. The name's at the top, my buddy's full name, and hers, not as the planner, as the bride. They'd registered for dishes, bedding, kitchen stuff. One of the items was marked as purchased by her mom. Another by his brother. This wasn't fake, this was real. I sat there staring at the screen for probably 20 minutes. Shower was still running. My hands were shaking. Started digging. Found the venue booking confirmation in her email. Found texts between her and his sister about bridesmaid dresses. Found a group chat with his family about rehearsal dinner plans. She'd been planning a wedding, to my friend, while living with me. The absolute insanity of it broke something in my brain. I wasn't even angry yet, just confused, like my reality had glitched. I screenshot everything, downloaded it all to a flash drive, cleared the browser history so she wouldn't know I knew. When she got out of the shower, I was on the couch watching TV like nothing happened. You okay? She asked. You look pale? Yeah, just tired. Long day. She kissed my forehead. Get some rest, babe. Love you. Love you too. The words tasted like ash. Spent the next 3 days in robot mode. Going to work, coming home, acting normal. She had no idea. Every time she texted him, and she did constantly, I knew. Every time she said she was running errands, I knew she was probably with him. The wedding is this Saturday, 2 days away. I'm going. Not because I'm invited, I'm not. But because I'm going to object. Bought a suit, printed out every screenshot, texts between them going back 8 months. Registry. Venue confirmations. Photos of them together she'd kept hidden in a cloud folder I managed to access through our shared family plan. My buddy's brother posted the venue location on his Instagram story yesterday. Got the exact address. Saturday at 3 p.m., I'm walking into that ceremony with a folder full of evidence. I know it's dramatic, I know it'll blow up spectacularly, but they did this, they chose this. She's been sleeping next to me every night while planning a life with him. Maybe I should just leave, pack my stuff, ghost them both, move on. But nah, they don't get to have their perfect day. Not after this. See you on the other side, Reddit. Update 1. The wedding. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, I'm writing this from my buddy's brother's guest room, yeah, I'll explain, and my hands are still shaking from adrenaline. Saturday morning, I woke up early. She was already gone, said the night before she had to be at the venue early for setup. Right? Put on my suit, grabbed the folder, drove to the venue, upscale garden place. Real pretty. Chairs set up outside, flowers everywhere. Arrived at 2:45, 15 minutes before start time. A few guests were milling around. I didn't recognize anyone. Found a seat in the back. Nobody questioned me. Weddings are chaotic. One extra guy in a suit isn't suspicious. 2:58 p.m. Music started. Everyone stood. And there she was, walking down the aisle in a white dress. Full bride mode. Smiling at my buddy who was standing at the altar looking nervous as hell. My brain went staticky for a second. Like, I knew this was happening, but seeing it was different. The officiant started the ceremony. Standard stuff. Dearly beloved, I waited. Had to time it right. If anyone objects to this union, speak now or forever hold your peace. I stood up. I object. The whole place went silent. My girlfriend, the bride, turned around. The color drained from her face so fast I thought she might pass out. My buddy just stared. What the hell? I walked down the aisle, folder in hand. Calm, steady. Sorry to interrupt. Just thought the guests should know some context before this continues. The officiant looked panicked. Sir, this is highly irregular. Oh, it gets more irregular. I opened the folder. See the bride here? She's been living with me for 2 years. We've been together for 4. She told me she was working this wedding, not starring in it. Gasps from the crowd. My girlfriend grabbed my buddy's arm. Don't listen to him, he's crazy. Crazy. I pulled out the first screenshot. Showed it to the nearest guests. These are texts between the bride and groom from 3 months ago. Can't wait to marry you, counting down the days, real sweet stuff. Sent while she was in our apartment. Our bed, actually, judging by the timestamps. More gasps. Someone said, oh my God. My buddy tried to step forward. Dude, you need to leave. Dude? I laughed. We've been friends for 8 years. You've been to my apartment, met her dozens of times, and you're marrying her? He had the decency to look uncomfortable. It's complicated. It's really not. Here's the registry you two made. I pulled out that screenshot. Dishes, towels, a KitchenAid mixer. Building a life together. Cool. Except she's been building another life with me. Same time frame. I turned to the crowd. Show of hands. Who here knew she had a boyfriend? Silence. Nobody raised their hand. Right. So she lied to all of you too. Told you she was single, available, ready to marry this guy? His mom stood up. This is ridiculous. If she was with you, why would she marry him? Ma'am, that's literally what I'm wondering. Maybe you should ask them. My girlfriend started crying. Not sad crying, angry crying. You're ruining everything. This is my day. Your day? I paid half the rent on our apartment this month. You told me you loved me Tuesday night. Tuesday? The crowd was buzzing now. People were pulling out their phones. My buddy's brother, who's standing there looking shocked, started recording. The officiant tried to regain control. Perhaps we should take a pause. Oh, we're past pausing. I pulled out another screenshot. This is an email from her to the venue, sent 2 weeks ago. She references my fiancé and discusses menu options. Same day she told me she was at a work conference. My buddy finally spoke. Look, man. Don't look man me. You knew. She had to have told you about me. There's no way she hid a whole boyfriend from you. His silence was the answer. My girlfriend wiped her eyes, smearing mascara. Fine, fine. Yes, I was with both of you. Happy now? The crowd lost it. People were standing talking over each other. But I love him, she pointed at my buddy. You were safe. A backup plan. He's what I actually want. A backup plan. 4 years. A backup plan. I just nodded. Cool. Good to know. Turned to leave. His brother stopped me. Wait. Holy shit, dude. I had no idea. None of us did. She told us she'd been single for years. Yeah, seems like lying is her thing. He looked at my buddy, then at her, then back at me. You want to get a beer? You look like you need a beer. I really, really do. We left. The ceremony was definitely not continuing. As we walked out, I heard my girlfriend screaming at my buddy about how he promised nobody would find out, and him yelling back about, "You said you'd broken up with him months ago." At the bar now, his brother, his cousin, and 2 of his friends came with me. They're all apologizing, saying they had no clue, offering to testify if I need character witnesses for anything. Apparently, my buddy had been sketchy about her for months. Wouldn't introduce her to people, kept her off social media, always made excuses about why she couldn't come to family events. Now they know why. The brother just offered me his guest room. You clearly can't go back to that apartment tonight. He's not wrong. My phone has about 100 notifications, blocked both their numbers, but mutual friends are blowing me up. Don't regret it, not even a little. Was it dramatic? Hell yes. But they earned it. Update 2, the fallout. It's been 5 days since the wedding that wasn't. I'm still at the brother's place. He's been incredibly cool about everything. Here's where things stand. The immediate aftermath was chaos. Apparently, after we left, my girlfriend had a complete meltdown. Started screaming at guests, blamed my buddy for not handling me, then blamed his family for letting me in. Security eventually escorted her out. The venue charged them full price anyway. My buddy tried to salvage it, said something about rescheduling, but his family was done. His mom, who'd apparently paid for half the wedding, told him to figure out his life and left. His dad just shook his head and followed. But here's where the entitlement really kicked in. Day 1 after the wedding, I went back to the apartment with the brother and his cousin for backup to get my stuff. She'd changed the locks, texted her, "I need to get my things." Her, "You humiliated me. You don't get anything. Stay away or I'm calling the police." Me, "I'm on the lease. You can't lock me out of my own apartment." Watch me. Called the landlord, explained the situation minus the wedding drama, just said we broke up and she changed locks without permission. Landlord was pissed. Lease says any lock changes need approval. He met us there within an hour with the master key. She was inside, saw us and started screaming, "Get out! This is my home." Landlord, "Ma'am, he's on the lease. You can't deny him access. He's abusive. He's harassing me." The brother pulled out his phone, started recording. "For the record, we're here peacefully to collect his belongings. No one's being abusive." Smart guy. Took me 2 hours to pack everything important. She followed me around the whole time, making snide comments. "Taking your little computer? What, gonna go cry to Reddit some more? Your clothes are pathetic. No wonder I needed a real man. He was better in bed anyway, way better. You were always so boring." I just kept packing. The brother and cousin were stone-faced, helping carry boxes. Found some of my stuff destroyed. My gaming console smashed. Some nice headphones I'd saved up for, snapped in half. A leather jacket from my dad, scissors through it. The landlord saw, "Ma'am, that's destruction of property." Prove it was me. I literally just watched you standing next to his broken things, admitting they were boring. That's sufficient. Documented everything with photos. The brother suggested we file a police report for the destroyed property. Did that on day 2. Day 2, got a call from my buddy. Blocked number, so he used a work phone. "We need to talk." "No, we don't." "Come on, man, this got out of hand. She's really upset." "She's upset? She tried to marry you while living with me." I know, but like, she loves me, dude. We're soulmates. She was just scared to leave you because you're controlling." I actually laughed. Controlling? I didn't even know she was engaged to someone else. That's the opposite of controlling. "Well, she said you monitored her phone and stuff. I saw an email by accident. One email. Then I looked because my girlfriend was marrying my friend. That's not monitoring, that's discovering the betrayal. Look, she made mistakes. She didn't make mistakes, she made choices for 8 months, and you helped. It's complicated. Stop saying that. It's not complicated. You're both just terrible people. Hung up. Blocked the work number 2. Day 3. My ex started a counter-narrative. Posted on social media about escaping an abusive relationship and finding real love. No names, but everyone knew. Mutual friends started reaching out. Half supported me, half believed her. The ones who believed her clearly didn't know she'd been living with me the whole time. One acquaintance messaged, "Dude, if she left you for someone else, you should respect her choice." She didn't leave. She lived with me while planning a secret wedding. Oh, okay, yeah, that's different. The brother suggested I post my own statement. Simple facts. We were together 4 years, living together 2 years. She planned a wedding to someone else without telling me. I found out by accident. Posted it. No drama, no emotion, just timeline. Included a screenshot of our lease with both our names and the dates. Comments poured in. My ex's post got dragged. People started asking her direct questions she couldn't answer. If he was abusive, why were you living with him while planning a wedding? Why did you lie to your fiancé about being single? This sounds like you're the problem, not him. She deleted everything within hours. Day 4. She showed up at my work. Security stopped her at the front desk. I'd warned them she might try something. She called me. I answered on speaker with my boss present. He's been great about all this. You need to stop telling people lies about me. I posted facts, our lease, timeline, that's it. You're ruining my life. Nobody will talk to me. His family hates me. Yeah, well, you tried to marry their son while living with me. They probably should hate you. I love him. Why can't you understand that? Then be with him. I don't care. Just stay away from me. You owe me half the wedding costs. You ruined it. I actually choked. I owe you? Yes, the venue, the flowers, the dress, thousands of dollars wasted because you showed up. You tried to marry someone else. That doesn't mean you had the right to ruin my wedding. My boss mouthed, "Holy shit," from across the room. We're done. Don't contact me again? I'll sue you. I'll take everything. Cool. Get a lawyer. Mine will love this. Hung up. My boss immediately offered to write a statement about her harassment if needed. Already have a lawyer. Buddy's brother connected me with his guy. Lawyer says she has no case for anything, and I have a solid one for destruction of property. Day 5 today. The landlord called. She hasn't paid rent. It was due 3 days ago. She's saying you're responsible for the full amount. We split it 50-50. I paid my half last week. I know. I have your payment. She's claiming you should cover her portion because you drove her to financial hardship. By discovering she was secretly getting married? That's what I said. Look, I like you. You've been a solid tenant, but I need her half by the end of the week or I'm starting eviction proceedings. Against both of us? Against the lease. Both names. Standard policy. So now I'm potentially getting evicted because she won't pay rent. My lawyer says I can sue her for my portion if that happens, but the eviction still goes on my record. Solution: I paid her half. Yep. Hurts like hell financially, but I can't have an eviction. Lawyer is drafting a formal demand letter for repayment plus damages for destroyed property. Probably won't see the money, but at least it'll be documented. The entitlement is unreal. She literally tried to marry someone else behind my back, lied to everyone, destroyed my stuff, changed locks, harassed me at work, and now won't pay rent, but somehow I'm the bad guy. My buddy's been radio silent since that call on day 2. His brother says he's processing and confused about everything. Yeah, well, join the club. The brother offered to let me stay as long as I need. Even helped me set up a dating profile. Not ready for that yet, but appreciated the thought. His cousin has been cooking dinner every night. It's weird being adopted by my ex-buddy's family, but they're good people. Still processing all of this. 4 years. I genuinely thought we'd get married someday. Turns out she thought so too. Just not to me. Final update. 3 weeks later, final update because this needs to close. I'm out of that apartment, moved into a small 1-bedroom place closer to work. The brother helped me move, and honestly, his whole family has been incredible through this. Weird how betrayal from one person can lead to support from unexpected places. But let's talk about what happened with my ex and my former buddy. The apartment situation. The landlord agreed to let me off the lease early given the circumstances. My ex refused to leave or find a roommate, insisting the apartment was hers and she'd pay when she could. She lasted 2 weeks before missing another rent payment. Landlord started eviction. She called me crying, begging me to help. Said she'd pay me back. She promised she just needed time. Time for what? You had a job last time I checked. I got fired. From the event planning job? Yes, because of you. Everyone in the industry knows what happened. No one will hire me. That's not actually my fault, but okay. Word travels fast in event planning, apparently. The wedding disaster made rounds. That's unfortunate, but I can't help you. I'll be homeless. You should have thought about that before committing fraud for 8 months. She ended up moving back with her parents. The eviction went through. She blamed me in multiple texts, sent from her mom's phone after I blocked her. Apparently, I was vindictive and cruel for not covering her rent indefinitely. My lawyer sent a formal demand for the destroyed property and the rent I covered. We got a response from her dad's lawyer saying she has no assets and no income, so they won't be paying. Cool. At least it's documented if she ever gets money. My ex-buddy ran into him at a coffee shop 2 weeks ago. Couldn't avoid it. He was in line behind me. Hey, awkward silence. Look, I'm sorry about everything. It was messed up. Yeah, it was. She told me you guys were basically over, that you were just roommates at that point. I didn't know you were actually together. I just stared at him. Dude, I swear, she said you had an arrangement, that it was just financial, that you were both seeing other people. We had date nights. Twice a week. Went to my company holiday party together. Met each other's families. What part of that says just roommates? He looked down. I'm an idiot. Yeah. She's gone now. Moved back home. We're done. That's probably smart. My family won't talk to me. My brother said I'm dead to him. I sipped my coffee. Didn't respond. Is there any chance we could eventually? No. He nodded. Yeah, I figured. You knew me for 8 years. She knew me for 4. You both chose to blow it up. That's on you. He left without ordering his coffee. Haven't seen him since. His brother says he's been trying to apologize to the family, but nobody's having it. Apparently his mom said, I didn't raise you to be a liar. And that was that. The brother and his family, plot twist, nobody expected. The brother and I are actually friends now. Real friends. He's a lawyer, different specialty than mine, but still. And we get along great. His cousin too. They've invited me to family dinners, helped me furnish my new place, introduced me to their friend group. It's bizarre. I lost a girlfriend and a friend, but gained a better support system. The brother apologized a dozen times for his sibling's behavior. I keep telling him it's not his fault. I still feel responsible. That's my blood. Yeah, well, blood doesn't excuse being a trash person. Fair point. His mom even reached out, apologized, said she felt awful for not seeing through my ex's lies, sent me homemade cookies. His mom sent me cookies because her son tried to marry my girlfriend. Honestly, they're better people than my actual family, who've been weirdly judgmental about the whole thing. My mom said I made a scene and should have handled it privately. Right? Because my girlfriend marrying someone else is something to handle privately. Where I am now, better. Not great, but better. The trust issues are real. Already deleted the dating apps the brother set up. Not ready for that. Maybe not for a while. Work's good. My boss has been incredibly understanding. Even gave me a small raise last week, unrelated to the drama, but well-timed. The new apartment is smaller, but it's mine. Nobody's secretly marrying anyone in it. I don't miss her. That's the weird part. I thought I would. I thought there'd be this big grieving process. But mostly I'm just relieved, like I dodged something. If she could lie for 8 months while living with me, what else could she do? The anger's faded. Now it's just this weird disappointment. In her, in my ex-buddy, in myself for not seeing it sooner. There had to have been signs. I missed them. Therapy starts next week. The brother recommended someone. Figured I should probably process this properly instead of just pushing it down and hoping it goes away. Some people asked if I regret objecting at the wedding. Making it public like that? Honestly,